How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with, I guess, a little bit of a channel update. A couple of little things popping off, so I figured I'd make a quick video, let you guys know what's what. We're getting into the fall months here, so you're going to be seeing a lot more outdoor reviews. It's kind of brutal hot today. You could probably hear that annoying fucking fan going, but it's been awesome out lately. So you can get me being outdoors a lot. Other than that, what else is going on? We're almost at, 7,000 subscribers, or is it 8,000? Something like that. We're hitting another milestone. I think I'm like less than 100 away. I think it's 7,000. It's 7,000. 7,000 subscribers. That's pretty fucking awesome. Steady growth. People follow every day, and it's a lot. Every time more people follow, there's a lot more comments, a lot more people engaging. That's probably the best part of the whole deal. So that's fucking killer. I'll make a 7,000 video when that comes up, but I figured I'd just mention it here and say thank you for everybody that actually watches and follows and engages and all that fun stuff. I got a new iPhone. I'm one of those people that buys iPhones. Yep. I know. We Android people hate us, but yeah, so I figured I just redid my home theater. I have like a little home theater. It's actually my daily driver. It's what I watch most of my media from, and I just upgraded that to all 4K. New AVR receiver, new projector, the whole nine. And I got a new phone. I got the new iPhone. I'd show it to you, but I'm using it right now. And I figured, why not just jump in a 4K bandwagon? I know not a lot of you do it, or not a lot of you watch it, but it's there if you want it. So I'm going to be doing pretty much all my videos in 4K from now on, and HDR too, so give a little bit more dynamic range in this beautiful fucking face right here. And yeah, I don't know if you guys are into that stuff. Let me know. If not a lot of people dig it, maybe I won't do it because it takes a lot to upload that kind of stuff and edit. It takes a little bit longer, but I'd probably just do it anyway for future-proof the videos. What else? Taco. Taco hasn't been in a video yet because he's in puppy stage and he's going crazy, but Taco is quite the character. He loves going to breweries. He's growing like a weed. He's absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure you're going to see him in a whole bunch of heaping stuff, but right now he's just like literally just a whirling dervish of craziness. So yeah, when I first put him on the first video, he was kind of a new puppy and he was scared of everything, so it was a little easier to wrangle. Right now, if I put him in a stable, he'd just wipe out everything and just knock everything over and bite me in the face. Not bite me, nip me, because he's a puppy. So yeah, Taco's doing awesome. And the real reason why I'm making this video, the impetus for this video, is that I'm going on a trip. In 2 weeks' time, that would be Friday to Saturday. I believe it's the 3rd or 4th, or the 4th to 5th of October. Basically, October, the first Friday and Saturday of October, I will be doing an upstate New York trip. I'm not going to be there long. It's a quick turnaround. I'm going to leave early Friday. I'm going to hit 1-2 breweries on my way up to Buffalo, New York. Probably go to Upstate Brewing my way up there. That's about the halfway point, and I really dig that place. They open early on a Friday also. And then I'm going to head up to Buffalo, settle in, and I'm going to go to the Shelton Brothers Festival. For those that don't know the Shelton Brothers, that's kind of crazy. They've been pretty influential in my kind of beer drinking life, in that they're just pretty much the importers when it comes to European, more specifically kind of Belgian beer. All your big breweries, whether it be Tre Fontaine to Cantillon, to all those breweries, if you get them in America, they've gotten here because of Shelton Brothers. And they were doing that well before. We're talking, I forget the exact date. I've interviewed the Shelton Brothers before. We'll actually get to that little foreshadowing. But I forget when they started, but when they first started importing beer, it was like, I believe it was the 80s. No one wanted any of it. When they brought over, the Cantillons of the world and those kind of beers, your Lambic and Goose and stuff like that, people were like, why are you bringing over spoiled beer? People just didn't get it. So they had literally containers full of this fantastic beer that no one would drink. Well, flash forward to today, you can't keep that stuff on the shelves if it ever does find the shelf. And they do a lot of importing still from Europe, overseas, but they do a lot of distribution for American breweries nowadays, and they have a really cool kind of format that they do for American breweries. One of my favorite breweries used to be called Dry Log, now it's called Strange Roots. They're a Shelton Brothers customer, client, I should say, and what they do, it's pretty interesting, is they'll take a bunch of their beer and they strategically place it at points in the United States. So they don't just flood market all over the place. They understand who's into these kind of beers, and they place it in places where they think people will drink it. So it's a really interesting business model. Like I said, I've interviewed Joel and Dan from both the Shelton Brothers previously, but part of this trip, other than going to the festivals, I'm actually going to do a podcast with Joel and maybe his brother and a couple brewers. the whole trip, like I said, is going to go up there. We're going to go to the actual festival on Friday. So if you're going to be at the festival on Friday, reach out to me, say what's up. We'll chug a beer. I'm not sure what's going to happen afterwards, but if you're not going to the festival, we'll probably be in and around Buffalo, chugging some beers and hanging out. So reach out to me for that and go do the festival. A couple other beer tubers will be there. Ewart or Strange Bruisings will be there. Joe from the Beer Patrol will be there. Half of Nerd Sense, Sean from Nerd Sense will be there. He'll be in the Saturday session. I'll be at the Friday one. And then, enjoy our night there. In the morning, at 10 a.m., we're actually going to meet up with, like I said, Joel Shelton and a couple of brewers. Definitely at least one Euro brewer. I think it's going to be Napara beer from Spain, and then another U.S. brewer, and basically do a podcast. The whole kind of idea of the podcast is kind of talk about festivals and how they changed and how they're separating, I guess you would say. Like, beer festivals used to be two kind of festivals. It used to be, just a local beer festival and then like just a crazy let's get drunk beer festival. Now it seems like you have that third one, which is your kind of more refined, for the lack of a better word, kind of beer festival where it's not about wearing a pretzel necklace, where it's not about trying to try every huge imperial stout that comes across the board. Ones that are a little bit more kind of delicate beer focused, ones that are a little bit more kind of like, let's kind of sit around and drink and talk about the beer as opposed to drinking as much beer as humanly possible, and kind of speak to the brewers about how they see it from both ends of the spectrum, whether it be the United States brewer or the European brewer, hence having both there. I'm going to get their perspective as far as how the beer scenes flow in each region in Europe and over here, and how the festivals are different from each and other place. So it should be a really good kind of meetup, a really good podcast. And then I'm on my way home. Definitely going to hit some breweries on my way home on Saturday. I'm going up with my buddy Keith, so he's got a couple places I want to stop at. One place I definitely know I'm going to stop at without a doubt is Mortalis. I have not been there yet. I need to go there. Friends with the owner and a couple of guys from there on Facebook and Instagram, and just kind of shoot shit back and forth to each other about going up there and hanging out. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to hang out and get fucking shitty, but it'll be a fun time. So I'm definitely going to skip through Mortalis. Up there is Avon, New York, I believe. It's kind of, a third of the way home, and then maybe pop at another brewery and then head home for Saturday. I was thinking about staying over Saturday, but I kind of want to get home and have a good night's sleep. Anyway, so there you go. It's kind of like a little channel update, while at the same time, really talking about my trip in 2 weeks. So, like I said, if you're going to be up and around the Buffalo area, or you're in that area, want to meet up, chug a beer, I'm sure I'll be out and about. So reach out. Let me know what's what. I'm sure I'll come home with some footage from there. I'm I'm almost positive I'm going to videotape the podcast I'm going to do, so you'll get the podcast in both the video format here on YouTube and in the podcast format on Beer Massive on your favorite podcasting app. And there you go. So there you go. Cheers to 4K. Cheers to 7K as far as followers go. Cheers to Taco. And I think I'm forgetting one other thing. And cheers to the beer festival. So hopefully you guys have been watching and enjoying. Hopefully these bugs go away because I need to get inside because it's got to get crazy. Hopefully you're drinking a good beer right now. See you next time. Cheers.